Let us start. So the problem statement, the question that we are going to solve today is Kojagiri celebrated on full moon night in autumn. As a part of festivities, many people keep a bowl of milk on the ground or terrace under the moonlight for a few minutes before drinking it. Okay, so I guess this all of you must be knowing this thing. These are nothing but the part of festivities. We offer milk to God Moon, right? So on this year's Kojagiri night, Shidal had placed roughly 100 ml of milk in a dish of size 25 centimeter for about 10 minutes exactly when the moon was overhead. So assuming that moon was overhead, she started performing the ritual by placing 100 ml of milk in dish of size of about 25 centimeter in diameter. Okay. Assume the density of milk is similar to that of water. Its specific capacity is nothing but C. Recall the last thing that we discussed yesterday. MC delta theta. The heat that a particular object absorbs is nothing but mass times the specific heat times its changing temperature. So that specific heat is also 0.9 times that of water. You have to assume that whatever the specific heat of water is, about zero point 0.9 times of it is the specific heat of milk. And heat loss from the milk to the surrounding is negligible. So even if the milk is trying to absorb something, it's not radiating something. Milk is entirely absorbing the radiations which are falling, which basically fall from moon. Okay, it's not radiating something. Assume that full moon reflects about 14% of sunlight incident on its surface. Let us say like 100 amount of sun. Let us say 100 flux line from sun is basically is incident on moon. So out of those 100 lines coming from sun, only 14 lines are reflected back to earth. Okay. Rest of the 86 lines are absorbed by moon. Okay. So what you have to do in this calculation, you need to take that reflectivity of the moon is 14% of the sunlight incident on its surface. So what you need to do, what will be the change of temperature caused by the light coming from moon uh, in that milk? Okay. So you need to calculate the change of temperature caused on milk because you're keeping milk, right? So what you need to do is you need to calculate the change of temperature caused by the light received from the moon. Okay, so how much temperature of that milk is changed? So what do you think? What we'll do to calculate? We have studied thermodynamics, right? So what do you think? What we'll do? First of all, what is the source of light of moon? What is the source of light of moon?
From sun.
Yeah. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to calculate power of sun. Secondly, that power is basically received by moon first. Okay, so we are going to study first the amount of power, the amount of flux created from sun and that flux which reaches the moon. So in second step, what we are going to do is we are going to calculate the power received by moon. Then out of the total power received by moon, 14% of its power is radiated. Okay, it's reflected. And that 14% power comes to earth in form of flux. So we need to again calculate the flux which is emitted by the moon. And in the last step, we are going to calculate the energy. Okay. So for energy, first of all, we'll receive some power on earth. Then we are going to multiply it by time. Okay. So we are going to multiply it by time. Time is what? 10 minutes. See, she has kept it for 10 minutes. So when we will multiply the power with first of all, the flux is going to receive earth. Then what we are going to do is we are going to multiply it by the area of plate in which that milk is kept. Okay, because flux is what? Power per unit area. So you need to multiply it by area. But are you going to put the area of full earth? No, because you're just concerned about the temperature of milk. So just put the area of plate in which that milk is kept. So that you have to just multiply that flux with the area of plate and multiply it by time. So you'll get energy. And the heat energy is what? MC delta theta. So put the value of M and C. Okay. So you'll get the delta theta, change in temperature. So is the basic flow of the question clear to you? How you have to think to solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now let us
Yes,
see
sir.
how we go about for solving it. Okay. It's an interesting question, but it has got 3 steps. So first of all, you need to sketch the flow for answer. So and every time whenever you take any problem to solve, first of all you need to sketch how you're going to solve. Okay. You just don't have to directly get into solving, but first think how you're going to, in what particular flow you will think to solve the question. First of all, power by sun, because ultimately in this entire picture, the amount of power which is created by sun is going to play a very crucial role. because once it generates something, it's going to emit something, and only that part of power which is received by moon is going to be reflected. So the entire source of energy in our picture is nothing but the sun. So sun is the main game player. So first of all, you will find the power by sun using which formula? Stefan's formula. We have studied it this week as well as the very last week. Okay. So first of all, we'll find the surface power. Secondly, just by getting the surface power, is it all sufficing? Is the problem solved? No. First, what we need to do is we need to draft then flux received by moon. Okay, because power never travels. What is going to travel is the flux of that power. So we'll calculate the flux received by moon. Out of that flux, we are going to calculate the power, reflected by the moon. Then see, this is wrong. Power received by moon and flux reflected from the moon. There is a change in slide. Power received by the moon and flux reflected from the moon is the fourth step. Then once you get the flux reflected from the moon, then on the earth you are going to multiply it by area. Yes, so you will get power. And again, when you multiply power with time, you will get energy. And once you get energy received on earth, then you can easily equate it with mc delta theta to find the rising temperature. So is the basic sketch of the problem clear to you all?